Good morning, friends. It is Tuesday morning. I am excited to be joining you this week. Woo! I had an exciting weekend, and so the days are really flying by. We're already almost at the end of November, but I'm excited. Well, we are at the end of November, almost the beginning of December. And so time just really is flying, but I am excited to be consistent and be here to share some stamping with you. My name is Genevieve Coe. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Markham, Ontario, Canada, and I would love to have you join me each week as I share stamping. It's typically 9 a.m. Eastern Time, but you're of course welcome to watch the replay. I love to read your comments, so don't be shy. Make sure to type in some comments so that I know that you're watching and I know what you think about what I'm making. And I just love to have a happy way to connect. Um, I think more than ever, we know the importance of connection, and what better way to connect than to make pretty things and talk about it and chat. And so that's what I love to do on Tuesday mornings. So I usually share some information of what's going on in my business, what you can expect coming up, and then you can also expect that I'll always do some stamping and share some inspiration. So whether you have stamped before or if you haven't, you're all welcome here. Feel free to share this video freely with your friends in your group so that others can be inspired by what I create as well. So, how is everybody this week? I had a pretty exciting weekend. I was out in Cambridge, Ontario, doing a training event for Stampin' Up! And I think we had almost like 85 people split up into two sessions, and we did some training and we connected. So it was great. That's the best part about my new job working for Stampin' Up! Is I get even more excuse to connect with people and talk about stamping. So it just means that my craft cave is a mess, but my craft cave is a mess every week. So you guys should know that. That's why you don't get to see too much of it. Even my shelves are in a bit of chaos because I was grabbing things and stamping. So other news to know. Okay, let's talk about news to know. Whoa, very exciting things coming up. Hopefully you got the email that I sent this morning. If you are not part of my email newsletter list, make sure to subscribe. That's where I send most of my information. Anything coming up usually comes through the email. So make sure to be a subscriber to that. The link is in the description. Um, but they have announced that something exciting is happening on December the 1st. So just keep an eye on things, and we'll something exciting is happening December 1st. That's all I want to say about that. And what else do I want to tell you? December 1st, the last chance list the last chance list is available to look at. So if you're not familiar with the last chance list, it's basically the list of things that are retiring from the current catalog and won't be expected to carry over. And so it's the last chance to shop it before it disappears. So yes, our beautiful holiday mini catalog is near the end of its life. I know it's a little sad, but don't worry because there's a new beautiful catalog coming in January. So there's always beautiful things coming down the pipe. But if you've got a wish list of things that you wanted to get, we really can't wait any longer because December 1st is the day where there's going to be some discounts on some of the retiring products. So not all of them. I'm sure it's kind of related to what stock they have or whatever. So there will be some discounts. Check the list I sent in the email. We'll go through it a bit today and make sure to get what you want before it's gone. And they are while supplies last. Okay, everything is going while supplies last now because when they're gone, they're gone. Other thing to know is December 1st is the last day to sign up for my birthday cards for Bluefield's fundraiser. And so I think it's the perfect time of year to craft with others. So invite a friend to join me. It won't be an in-person class. I know everybody's so busy in December. We're going to have a virtual Zoom class on December the 17th. So if you want to make a stack of birthday cards, be all set for your birthdays for the season, then sign up for that class. You'll get a whole birthday card making kit with everything you need, plus 2 additional bonus cards that I will mail to you that you'll also get to assemble. And it's a great cause. $10 of your registration fee will go to support missions work in Bluefields, Nicaragua. So if you haven't registered for that yet, please register. The link is in the description. I can't wait to craft with you on Zoom. Even if you can't join the Zoom class, I'll make sure that everyone has the recording or the instructions so you can do these birthday cards on your own time. What a great activity to do with a friend or to gift someone with a kit. So that's why I decided to run it now, because I know everybody's looking for ways to kind of hang out with their friends, socialize a bit this season, but also for gift ideas. It's an amazing price, only $38, and that includes a $10 donation to the cause. So it's a win-win-win all around. We are in the final days to register for that, and I would love to have you join. I have a goal to raise at least $400 for the organization, so I'm hoping you'll be part of that. We're not quite there, so I think we might be getting close. We're maybe a third of the way there. So in the last few days, I would love it if you can grab a friend and join the birthday cards for Bluefields fundraiser. I think all the information's in the description. Other news to know is in the Stampin' for Fun world, I am going to be doing my annual customer appreciation event. So if you have shopped with me at all in the past year, you are eligible to attend. So it's just a $15 registration fee. I am doing it in person in Markham. If you live long distance, you can register as well, but I won't be having a Zoom, but I'll be happy to mail you the make and take packet that my in-person attendees will be receiving. So it's just $15 if you have shopped with me at all in the past year. So from January 2022 to December 2022. If you haven't shopped with me before, it's not too late. You can go ahead and shop for anything you need, and then you'll be eligible to attend for the $15 fee as well. That $15 fee is waived when you place an order at the day of the event. So I hope you'll come. There's going to be I'm going to be renting a hall. I know in the past I've done it in my house, but I don't know. We just can't do it in my house anymore. I think over the pandemic, the clutter around here has gotten to epic proportions, and I'd rather not have all of you wonderful Stampy people see that. So, and I think it's just more calming at a hall. So I'm going to be renting a hall, which is part of the reason why I am needing to charge this year. But I will totally waive the fee for the event if you place an order on the day of the event. Okay, so that's also news in the Stampin' for Fun world. If I think of anything else, we'll carry on. So let me grab the last chance list because I think we need to talk about it before we stamp. So I'm going to grab my catalog, and then I'm going to grab the last chance list. And then I'm going to need some glasses because I apologize for you guys. That the last chance list, I know if you got it in my email newsletter list, it's like in tiny, tiny font. So I don't know if you guys can read that, but I can't read that too well. And what I always like to do is actually take the catalog and go through it. So let's do that together in case you were staring at that tiny font and didn't want to look at it anymore. So let's do that, and then we'll do some stamping. Okay, so the last chance list is a really important list that I don't want you guys to miss out on. So let's see if we can go through it together. I always have a highlighter so that I see what's going on here. Let's look at our list. It is the PDF list that is online or that I emailed to you. It does go by page number. So we'll do that and we'll head through it because you may or may not know what is leaving, and I don't want you to miss out. So the first thing to know about is this Nourish and Flourish kit. I wish I had grabbed the cards, but I just didn't have time, but hopefully the picture is clear enough. This Nourish and Flourish kit, you are actually going to be able to make 9 all-occasion cards with matching envelopes. And it is the Stampin' Up! Make a Difference kit, where $4 of every kit sold goes toward food insecurity. So if you are looking for a great Christmas gift idea, this is a great option as well. And it is leaving us. So there's no discount on that one. Um, it is a fundraiser and it's leaving. So you can certainly purchase the kit just by heading to my online store. Just look for the under the kit section, and you can find the link for my online store at linktree/stampin' for fun. Oh, I just thought of so much other news I want to tell you, but I should probably just stay on the on the plan here. Okay, so that is leaving us. We probably won't have time to go through everything, but I'll just start to turn the pages and let you know what else is leaving. Okay, so that you guys have an idea and you don't miss out. Maybe I'll highlight some of the things that are on special. So if you go to page 9 in your catalog, this suite here, I think it may have been one that I shared with you in the past in my Facebook Lives, right? It wasn't this month, but last month we focused on this suite. So um, the Sweet Candy Canes bundle is retiring. Um, and then, yes, the Designer Series paper, I believe, is retiring. The Glimmer paper is retiring. The sequins are retiring. Now these ones are going to be these are 20% off. So all the discounts, um, they start on December the 1st. Okay, so it's just while supplies last, so you're not going to want to miss out on that. So let me fast forward to this one because this is a great one on page 13. Okay, the spruced up bundle. So this isn't one that I got initially, but I've seen tons of samples on the internet with it. So this will be retiring. Okay, and the actual dies are 40% off. Can you see that? So starting on December 1st, these dies will be on sale at 40% off. So I hope that gives you an idea of how the last chance list works if you weren't familiar about it and you saw my email. So there's also some things that are 50% off here if they're still available. I think they may have already sold out. But some of the Santa's delivery stuff, which I was showcasing, okay, which I was showcasing all this month, this designer series paper, I believe is 50% off. Let me just, no, I'm sorry, 40% off. So it'll only be $9.90 on December the 1st. Okay, so you guys have seen all month the cards that I did using the Santa's delivery, and the paper was a huge part of it. Okay, so get ready for this last chance sale. Get ready to shop December the 1st. Um, that's just a few things. Okay, there's a whole giant list here of things that are leaving and then also the ones that are discounted. Okay, so get ready for December 1st. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, and take advantage of um, things that are leaving and even the discounts. And then there's another special happening on December 1st too. So you are going to want to stay in contact with me. I haven't seen a lot of comments here, so I don't know whether it's Facebook or whether you guys are just silently engaged, but feel free to comment because I love to pick a winner who gets some happy mail when you comment. Okay, so let's get started. I didn't realize that there were 5 Tuesdays in November. So I did not prepare a special project because I prepared 4 projects for November. So there you go. So I'm just going to start the next batch of projects, which I had planned for December. I'm going to start this week, and I realized it probably works out because I will probably take 1 or 2 weeks off in December and won't be doing a live. So the 4 cards that I designed for December, at least I'll still get to show them with you. Now you have like one more day to be able to get your make and take packet for these cards. Because if you place a online order $60 or more, here's the link to find my online store. Um, you can enjoy a make and take packet mailed to your door. And these are the cards that I'll be showcasing the next 4 projects. So you're going to want to do that and mail them, no charge. It's a free gift as a thank you for your online order. Okay, so let's get started. Yeah, this month is a little bit fun because I kind of designed a bit of this, a bit of that, but it's all using the bundles that are on sort of exclusive release, early release. I don't know the best way to call it there. Do I have everything here? Yeah. Okay, so the Framed and Festive is an exclusive stamp set. I'm so curious why I can't see any comments, but anyway, okay. The Framed and Festive is a limited time stamp set. This offer ends, I believe, January the 4th. Okay, so, but obviously you're going to want to get it earlier rather than later because then you can use it for this season as well. This is an early release of what's coming in the um, spring catalog. Okay, so these are the frame for us, but you'll see there are coordinating dies. I've kind of got them all over the place, my dies. Okay, but there's some beautiful, beautiful dies that work really well with the sentiments in the Framed and Festive. Okay, so they would make actually awesome tags. And I just couldn't resist this set because I love the font. I don't know what it is about the font, but it makes me feel festive when I look at it. So, but you can see the other ones, the other dies. So all month I'll kind of be using these products just because they're fun to play with, and I thought you would enjoy them. So see, there's also the dies that coordinate with the stamp set as well. Okay, so let's dive into today's project. Got everything happening here. Okay, so let's make a Christmas card. Why not? And this is one that you can easily reproduce and do lots of them fairly efficiently. So that's what I like about it. And I like that it's got kind of a few layers, but not too hard to reproduce. So I'm going to cut my 8.5 by 11 cardstock in half at 5.5. And then I'm going to score it at 4.25. Okay, and then we'll use some of the, again, limited time designer series paper. Let's see whether I can get that for us. So I've been chopping it up, as you can see. Lots of chopping going on with this designer series paper. And I'm just going to see, I may be out of this design. Let me dig around, but in the meantime, let me pull these out so you can see some of the beautiful designs of this paper. So I don't think this paper is sold out yet, but it is while supplies last, and it won't be available in the mini catalog in the spring. So you're going to want to get it while they have it now. Beautiful, beautiful papers. Look at that. Okay, but of course the design I want is not in that pack, so let's see. Oh, I think we can get it from here. This is the one I want to use. So it can do so many different seasons. Like there's even a design in here, see, that works really nicely. It doesn't have to be for Christmas, but it could be. So I think we're going to use this one today. Such beautiful papers. Yeah, tell me in the comments what you think about this paper. Do you have one in particular that really catches your eye? Okay, I'm afraid to touch the screen because there's a big notice that says, bring them on video. So I see that you're watching, but I don't want to bring you on video, but I would love to be able to see any comments you're writing. but for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to take this pretty paper and then I am going to cut it at 2 inches. Let's see how that works. And then I'm going to go the whole length of the card. Okay, so it's 4¼ inches. So I'll cut that at 4¼ inches. Okay, so that's what I mean, how this card is really easy to reproduce because it's just straight cutting. Okay, and then I'm also going to get some basic white cardstock so we can do some stamping. And I'm going to cut it at, let's see, do I have a piece here? We'll cut it at 2 inches by 3¼ inches. 2 inches by 3¼ inches. Okay, and so we'll use that for our sentiment. And so this would be fine. Like this is kind of a base idea for a layout that you could use for your cards. But sometimes it's nice to kind of jazz it up a little bit, do a little bit more rather than, but this would be fine. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice if we had a little bit of texture behind, a little bit something going on? So I thought, what's going to work here? Let me get some vellum. So let me grab my vellum. And vellum cardstock, if you're not familiar with it, is kind of a translucent kind of cardstock. But I love it that it's got some weight to it. I wish I could pass it around so that you can see. It's got some weight to it. It's not too floppy. So it'll still allow some of this pretty paper to show through. So I thought, let's do something with this. And what's fun is I actually got this idea seeing another card. So I encourage you to look at different sort of card layouts and designs because you can get ideas from it. You can just find them on the internet, or I participate in swapping. And so I'm just going to cut it 1/4 inch larger than this piece. So this piece was 2 inches by 3¼ So I made this 2¼ inches by 3½. But I'm going to do 2 of them. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and then, okay, I think we can go ahead and adhere this pretty piece onto our card here. Let's do that. And if I were making a stack of these, like if I wanted to send out a bunch, then I would cut it all at once. And then I would kind of glue it all at once. Okay, and then for interest, I kind of put these on a bit of an angle. Do you see how that totally adds that extra interest and fun to the card without a whole lot more work? It's all straight cuts, but it just gives something else. So why don't we do that? We'll stick that down. And I am going to kind of put the adhesive a bit in the middle of the cardstock so that we'll cover it up with our little bits here. Okay. Okay, see that? And then what we'll do is we'll stamp our sentiment here. So I'm going to use the Framed and Festive Stamp Set, which I was just showing you. Where did I put it? Okay, Framed and Festive. And why don't we use the one that said, "May this season be filled with peace and joy." Okay, so the stamp is all prepped for us. We're just going to pop it onto a block. Okay. And then we'll stamp that in real red. because we want to match the cardstock. Doesn't matter that I've been stamping for years. I still get excited about how easy it is to make something pretty. So I'll just kind of eyeball that in the center. Okay, so easy. Okay, and then we'll pop that on. I think I'll make it flat, don't die. Normally I put it up on dimensionals, but I think I like it flat this time. So we'll just go ahead. I'm using the seal adhesive. It's my favorite adhesive of choice because it's not messy at all. It did take me a bit of a learning curve to use it, but now that I've got it, it's so easy to use. It's my favorite. Okay, so we'll pop that on. Okay. And so you could send your card like this, easy to send in the mail. It's got some layers, it's got some interest, but I couldn't resist. I wanted to add a little bit of embellishment, of course, and use some of the other pretty things in this stamp set. So I had used the Framed and Festive for the text, but you can see here in the framed florets, there's like flowers and there's like, so why don't we take one of the flowers? Maybe I'll take the smaller one. When I showed this card to my husband, he was actually like, oh, you could even use it for Remembrance Day because this flower almost looks like a poppy, but okay, so let's stick that on, get a little piece of white, and then I'm going to stamp it in our black ink, our Memento black ink. Okay. And then I'm just going to use our red blends marker. So this is a real red, and then we'll just color it in. Okay. So you know that during the holidays, I like to have a little bit of glimmer, a little bit of shine. Did you guys tune in last week when I showed that fun shimmer technique to make your card shimmery? So even on this card, it doesn't have to have shimmer, but I couldn't resist a little bit. So we're going to add a little bit of color to this card. Again, with that wink of Stella. So don't forget, you want to stock up on this wink of Stella because there's so many ways to use it just to add a little bit of glimmer. Okay, so there we go. There's the wink of Stella. Can you see the glimmer? It's just so subtle, but just perfect to add a little something. So, and then our card is almost done. See how fast and easy this card is? Okay. And then I'm going to take a die. This is like a bit of a greenery die that's part of the Framed Florets dies. Okay, and then we'll use the Evening Evergreen. I feel so so lonely when Facebook doesn't show me the your comments. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I have a suspicious feeling that you are commenting and I just can't see it. I am looking for a little scrap of Evening Evergreen to see if we can. Now, those of you on Team Stick, if you're watching, I think I saw Maureen hop on. If you had ordered the make and take packet for these, my Team Stick girls do get it. They don't have to place an order to get it. They can just get it with a $10 flat fee when that includes the shipping. It's almost all ready. Oh, of course, it's too small. It's almost all ready to go in the post. I'm just waiting to ship it out all at once. Oh, here's a bigger piece. Okay, so I picked the Evening Evergreen color simply because it was right there in the designer series paper and it makes it easy. I'm so curious now. I feel like I have to read all your comments. As soon as this is over, that's the first thing I'll be doing, going to my computer to read your comments. Okay. So we'll pop that on. I wonder if we can put two at the same time. Let's see. And then we can cut it out and finish our card. I had, as I was talking about the last chance list, there was something else I wanted to tell you that was going on, and I can't remember now. That's why you all need to be part of my email newsletter list, because then I can just send out an email with the news to know. I take it really seriously, my job as a demonstrator, because I remember the time before I was a demonstrator, and I always felt like I didn't know what was going on. So that's why I feel like I have to tell you guys the news. And I don't want to miss telling you the news. So that's why I send out the emails. Okay, so look at how perfectly that die cuts. Look at this one. Oh, if I had had the smarts, I would have put some adhesive sheet behind to make it easier to glue down. That's okay. Look at that. I don't know. Can you see that? Okay, so I just thought it would be nice if we kind of put that on there. Maybe do I have the fine tip liquid glue? Here we go. Okay, it's got a super fine tip, which is great for these things when you forget to use the adhesive sheet. The best thing is the adhesive sheets, but when you forget, this liquid glue is perfect. It is very runny, so just be careful when you're squeezing, not to squeeze out too much. Okay. Okay, and it does take a little bit to dry, so I find I just kind of push down there. And then what we can do is we can stick our little flower in there. Okay, so where's my little dimensionals? Do I have any baby dimensionals? I do. Mini dimensionals would be perfect for this little guy. Pop that behind. I'm just seeing whether I can. There we go. And there we go. There is our card today. Super easy to make. You could make a bunch of them. You could just, and then of course, don't forget the little glimmer here. And that little glimmer kind of also made me think, oh, it'd be nice if we had something to kind of coordinate with that glimmer. So then I remembered this gorgeous ribbon. I think it's in the holiday catalog. It's probably retiring, so take note. It's the satin edged ribbon. It's got gold embedded right in it, a little bit of shimmer. So why don't we go ahead and just take a little piece of it and do a little snip. Oh, these are really old scissors. This is back in the day when Stampin' Up! Had us cut our own rubber. We had to cut our own rubber, believe it or not. Anyway, so those are my rubber cutting scissors. And then we'll pop that on there with our little glue dots. All the right adhesives are super important. So that's another thing you can stock up on when you're placing your next order, is to get your adhesives, because it's almost like you can't proceed. So I always have lots of adhesive on hand, because there's nothing worse than running out of your favorite adhesive. Okay, so that is our card. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I do love to pick a winner to send some little happy mail, so make sure to do that and let me know that you're watching. Let me know if you have any questions. All my important links can be found here, linktree/Stampin' for Fun. And I always do like to thank you for your orders and your support, and I'm always here to help, so feel free to reach out to me anytime. Thanks for joining me. Let me flip this around. Okay, friends. I'm sorry that I couldn't read your comments today, but I'm sure I'll be able to read them once I watch the replay. Thank you for joining me. We will see you, next week. next week I'm hoping to be live. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Next week I am going to Salt Lake City to the home office. It'll be my first time heading into the office since I was hired in August, so it'll be good to see some people in person, and hopefully all my flights go smoothly and everything will be okay. So 9 a.m. Eastern time will be 7 a.m. Mountain time when I be in Utah. So I'll still be in my hotel, but hopefully I will bring some things to stamp and share with you, and make sure to join me. Okay, next week, Tuesday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.